Dropping back towards Naga there. NAVI is going to be running that triple back line, which it hasn't been their consistent composition in the moment, but the Vans leading them into that as Finale is going to be on that Jeff. 40% damage boost alongside that additional overhelp. Gives them a lot of presence on point.
And Izayaki, I believe, went for the copy, but it got canceled in the back line somehow to like a sleep or something. So right now, Reject actually don't have ults to work with. NAVI, they do force out that invisible boundary. Finale now coming in with the eat.
Wow, and it's got huge potential here, and there's 3 in right now for Finale, who is going to be matched right back with the dance.
Alongside that could be huge.
And Naga making that switch as well. Now going to be on that Phoenix, as discussed. Piggy holding on to that Psionic, as Trust Me and Rajaro have those ults available.
So does Izayaki's Light Force.
Yes, Jerky does get that pick there. Well played again. Still holding on there to the dance. Up in the sky goes Rajaro, dunking down. Does not land as that meatball does not make any connection at 70% here. Reject looking so good on the point.
Yeah, these guys really focus on objective hard. Rajaro finds Finale, but I mean, they're going to really try to make Reject, or rather NAVI, have to pull nails right now. Like the stall's going to come through, but Reject and Marvel specifically has stalling this point so well. Gargoyle is still touching. Finale also using the ult. You can see the priority of just stalling on this objective is the #1 focus of Reject. That's why this fight is lasting an incredible long time.
Izayaki going to commit there with the invisible boundary, but is pushed out. If there is follow-up, could be deleted, but no, is still on that point. Good play here by Izayaki to stay healthy, even being pushed away. Finale gonna find Trust Me. Out goes that dance, the butterfly, match right back with the Sia, but the crystals are gonna keep the team up. And there's that Phoenix combination from Naga onto Izayaki. Piggy gonna take out level 1 Crook to even the odds, but still slightly up in numbers here. Trust Me finds a few trans as Piggy now will fall.
Yeah, that's a huge ult by Trust Me to bring everybody at Reject, slow them down, and they still have control at that point. So huge disengage. Gargoyle finds Jerky at the very least. He's still on the backside, but did they have enough healing from Dobby? No, Dobby goes down to Rajaro, and NAVI are holding on strong.
We're in that moment at 70%. The Meteor Ram, bang, lands, and it is from downtown onto Gargoyle. Here comes the It's Jeff. Will that be countered? As Finale is able to find just a teammate in that moment. Piggy holding onto the Psionic as well, and they want this retake as they are up in ult advantage. Fate, though, is going to launch that Sia, and that will be so much damage to have to burn through. Can they burn through it? I don't believe so. Walking backwards.
Yeah, that's some good movement from Jerky, and they all send Fate, and they cap the point, too. So can anybody on Reject touch Gargoyle in the flank? No, Marvel in the sky. It started off well for Reject, but NAVI, they came through in the end. You can see that aggressive see you later.
Holding on with that end song Inferno. Bubble goes through and looking towards Finale, who's done winning with momentum on point 1 as she can come into the next fight early on with ult advantage to try to win it early. But level 1 Crook goes down there from Marvel with the piece of the abyss. Immediately gonna find and delete that BRB, which is a little bit kind of in a dangerous position. Gargoyle in a dangerous spot once more. Up to counter. Rajaro dunks on top of Izayaki. But again, that Kraken impact, if they can make this happen fast enough. But they're still holding on to this point as the team of NAVI is walking in. Still no commitment in terms of ultimates, just trying to buy time on point. Is now the Solar Surgeons comes through from Crook, matched right back by Dobby, who was able to get that ult. And the spin to win Blaster Barrage goes out from Naga. Jerky with a 2-piece though, almost 3. Level 1 Crook goes down from Gargoyle. Naga gonna take out and a drop back towards the team or re-engage. Good movement, and there is Naga with a damage boost. Down gets a 2-piece there. Make it 3, why don't you? Walking towards the rest as the off-map commitment from Finale to find 2.
He finds 2, but this has been this sort of statement from this squad is for every 2 they find, it doesn't matter because NAVI are there on the back angle to clean up.
He's gonna bring Izayaki right back, so numbers still held up here for Reject, who should be up 1 as they keep fighting.
Yeah, I mean, NAVI's still healthy in the high ground, also able to get his cooldowns back. So going for a full rotation in terms of those cooldowns means that he's pretty uncontested. Izayaki finds Fate, though, and that's a huge pick-off. Crook.
A nuisance in the back line, but Fate doing the same thing. But it's cleaned up there by Naga. Jerky onto Gargoyle, and they are still back at
the group stages. Pull coming out from Gargoyle, misses, doesn't set up his Kraken impact. Naga's able to find Dobby as well, and with those 2 picks, you remove the BRB, threw the amplifier out, but everybody's here. Gargoyle peels it off with the Kraken impact. They're against the fate of the worlds here from Izayaki, but can they find more? The answer is no.
Rajaro gonna find Marvel. Trades are still there. The whale lands from Naga onto Izayaki in the back line again. As Marvel is gonna start. Oh, from downtown, about 100 meters away. You will not hear that, Jeff. As there's a potential big play here from Fate. Rajaro from downtown. Fate does get 3. Using that out so far away, there's no audio cue. And bang, off map goes 2. Soon to make it 3. What a play there by Fate.
Yeah, huge plays from him, and at this point, Reject absolutely
Yeah, that was so smart by Fade to use that ult near the spawn so no one could hear it coming. Trust me, going to engage heavy. Here comes that feast as Piggy goes down. Finale falls as well from Jerky with a counter portal. And wow, are you kidding me? Again, just so much big brain plays as they're walking down Reject once more. And that could be it here on this early push, leaving it all up to their defense.
Wow. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. NAVI hold. Wow, Reject only getting 92% on the board against
Patty kicking on the back line, keeping the pressure on, and still low, but not down yet. And now, trust me, able to find the Izayaki, so it does work out in the end.
And they gotta stay on the point. Got us a death, this guy from Jerky. Can he get the elimination? No, the Jeff comes out on the backside. Fate doesn't find anything. The BRB can bring it back for the Eye of Okamoto. Does it connect in the sky? Does connect on it, just one. Rajaro finds Piggy though.
Take that two as Gargoyle goes down. Numbers are dwindling here as Navi is popping off. Naga gonna find Dobie and take home the W.
Whew, that was a little dicey if you're Team Navi. I mean, great job to close it out, but regardless, the mental pressure that we've talked about on this tournament in the group stage, coming out of Landship, I mean, there's so much pressure on a lot of these players. It makes sense that it would take that long versus Reject, who looked clean.
Yeah, I think they...